So you guys go to the Rusty Dragon. If you ask about it, I guess Amika's with you. She's leading you guys there because you guys wanted to go right away, or at least Tangle signed you all up for it. You guys kind of people just assume that you're together, you know, and no one's really made a point to stop the townsfolk from saying that. So the townsfolk just assume that you are one adventuring party, even though you guys really didn't know each other at the beginning of the day. Unless you try to correct them.
We've kind of interacted at times,
but they just assume that you're all one adventuring party, and that's set. You know, that's in their mind. That's what it's set. So Quadrule. Okay.
Because I still wanted to talk to Muka about the giants later, but
so
we aren't in private yet.
You guys are reaching this large structure. It is Sandpoint's oldest inn, and notable for the impressive and also quite oxidized and rusty iron dragon that looms on the building's roof, doubling as a lightning rod and decoration. Amiko tells you that she's owned it for 6 years, and it is not only the town's most popular eateries, in no small part by Amiko for her delicious food, but is also a great place to meet visitors from out of town. Yeah. So.
Oops, meant Tangle.
Alright.
It's all good.
So we're at the Rusty Bottom Dragon.
The Rusty Dragon. You're at the Rusty Dragon now.
So I'm going to go look for my fan there, Adrian Foxgrove.
Well, he's a fan of all of you, but he's delectably even more so a fan of you.
Is the guy from Oblivion when you win the arena, that kid.
Yeah, he is.
Roxy's gonna follow Muka. She just kind of, I don't know.
Okay.
Wants to see how this will work out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him I buried his dog, and he probably shouldn't have done that. But
Quadrille's. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Quadrille's like not scared to be alone, but he feels weary, so he's gonna stay with the party too.
Okay.
So what I want is, I want to know, from a game mastering standpoint, if I stay in the common room and talk to Amiko and ask her, because what Tango would do is immediately start juggling and putting on a performance and put out her hat.
Yeah.
And
which is fine.
Chattering.
Yeah,
and then, because she still doesn't know who all these group of people are, so for her, she'd just think like a rogue. She wants to earn a little bit of cash.
Yeah.
She's got a free week, doesn't have to pay for anything, so that's what
that's fine. Like, you're all individuals in the group. I was just stating like the lone wolf thing, like as in not cooperating with the group at all, and always staying away from the group at all times, pretty much.
Well, that'd be pretty tedious. No point in playing a party then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Two characters can function totally by themselves.
Yes. I mean, like, especially in this moment, like at the beginning of the festival, you all were kind of doing your own things. So I mean, it's play however you want to play. If you want to start juggling things and put out a hat, if you put on a good enough show, some people might throw down some gold pieces for you.
Okay. So she watches the rest of the party go off. She still doesn't know everybody's names. She hasn't introduced herself yet, but she's.
I assume that you guys were.
Yeah, I kind of roleplayed it as we were just kind of introducing ourselves as we were wrapping up that goblin mini king.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if you would like to introduce yourselves right now, we'll say this takes place during the walk to the Rusty Dragon.
We already kind of talked about the tiger, so...
Yeah.
Yep. I like that tiger.
Well, Tangle on the walk over walks over to the character who gave her some healing potion and says, I just wanted to thank you very much for your help. That was a wonderful brew that you gave me. And what's your name, anyway?
Roxy, this is to you, by the way.
Yes.
Did he freeze out?
No problem.
Oh, there is.
Okay.
My name is Roxy, and yeah, it was natural. I mean, I really didn't want anyone to die to those creatures. Just, I'm glad I was able to help.
By the way, do you know who they are? What are they there for? Do you have any idea?
It seems like their master, quote unquote, sent them, but they were really vague. They just said distraction.
Are these your friends?
I kind of met Muka earlier, but I've never really met this nice guy, this nice monk over here.
The nice monk that just ripped the goblin's throat out.
Oh, the one who just killed the goblin with one hand.
That was on the ground earlier, kicking and screaming.
Yes, the nice monk who also kicked the dog's spine in two.
Oh, well, you have lovely friends. And then Tango walks off, bouncing 2 balls in one hand. Walks off in front of the party back to Emika.
Alright. So, you guys have introduced yourself, and Muka, you went to see Alder and Foxglove, who you see sitting at the bar. Let's see here. Yeah, since you seeked him out eventually, he is there drinking, and he invites you to take a seat. He goes, thank you so much for saving me from that goblining, and I appreciate that I am alive. You see, I am actually, if you don't mind me being so bold, he's kind of had a few drinks now that he's experienced, and everyone here is just like kind of looking at all you guys and kind of like going up to you individually and shaking your hand and offering you some stuff and stuff like that. But we'll get to that later. So he is he says, Muka, if you don't mind, I'd like for your friends to gather around and hear me out on something.
Well, I just met them, but I'll see. And
oh, you just met these fantastic individuals? This group seemed to be really cohesive.
Yeah, bound by blood, I suppose.
I suppose so.
And so then I roar out to all of them, loud enough so that, I forgot her name now.
Tango.
Tango, can hear from the common room, which is probably pretty loud, I'd imagine.
Yeah. So, Tangle, you hear Muka saying something about that guy that we saved earlier.
I scream her name. I don't take out 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. You just hear Tangle.
Your mom called.
You hear it in a big throaty voice, like a summons.
Oh. Tangle whips up her cap, looks at it, notices there's nothing in it, gives a crowd.
We've only been juggling for like a minute, so high expectations.
High expectations. And then she runs with her balls into the room.
Okay. Does everyone kind of...
And goes, yes, you rang.
Alright, does everyone kind of...
Yeah, Roxy was just kind of following around because she's interested to see where this goes.
Okay. So Alder says, thank you all for meeting me. First of all, a round of beers, if you don't mind me buying for you.
That'll be nice.
Yes, that is. All right.
No, Zach, you're shaking your head no?
No, I'm good. I'm like I see no reason why not to.
Okay.
We won't tell him that we get free ones. We'll let him pay for some. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Cheers to Muka.
And
to the rest of the gang.
he's just he raises his glass up at that very fast. Yes, cheers, the Muka. So fast though that half the beer kind of sloshes out and down his arm. And he's even though this picture is very regal, it looks kind of stained a little bit from the drinking he's been doing. But he says, before I return to my townhouse in Magnamar in a few days, I was hoping to go on a boar hunt.
Is that like a rich snobby neighborhood, Magnamar?
No, that's a town 50 miles south. It's actually a huge city.
Okay.
And he's like, I was hoping that you four would like to go to the nearby Tickwood Forest and hunt some boar for some sporting game.
What's the gold?
Well, I mean, I just would like to get to know you all better.
I'd like to get to know you too, but it'll cost you.
Listen here, buddy-o. I've read Game of Thrones. I know what happens when you go boar hunting.
Yep.
So
Actually, I'm only after one prey. I'm looking for giants.
Right,
so.
I'm going hunting for monsters, really. Boar are just like these little fucking things. I just killed a goblin that
he goes,
dog.
we will of course, feast greatly on the boar after we kill it for sport, and we will come back here and God, what's her name? Amiko will cook it up for us, and it will be delicious.
Doesn't seem very tempting, to be honest with you.
I mean, I feel like I don't want to miss out on whatever quest this is, but
Right.
Quadro really wouldn't go on that.
Tango wouldn't go unless he offered her some gold. I mean, her services are for hire.
Yeah.
Go out and free hunt my boar for me. Think not.
I mean,
Right,
I
we
feel
get
like
free food. Do you want to go out and go
All right,
kill your
so a no on his offer.
Roxy just
Well,
doesn't.
once again, she asks him, "What's the pay?"
Well, I mean, of course, I'm giving you a reward for saving my life, but that's non-related.
Now we're talking.
That's non-related to the boar hunt.
So you want me to just go hang out in the woods with you to go kill my own food after I just
And he
killed-
looks at you and says, "I would especially like that with you. That would be
Listen,
so
buddy.
amazing." And he kind of like,
Just
so
casually
amazing.
mentioned we
And he
might
kind of
be
looks
able
off in the
to
distance.
surrounding areas.
the only way Quadro will go is if Muka goes, because they've kind of got a bond going, and that's pretty much it. Quadro wouldn't go of his own volition. So if the rest of the group's gonna go, I would tag along. But otherwise, I've got a man to see about some wine.
Right, and Tamuka, hunting boar is, I mean, while killing, I suppose, is fun. I'd rather kill monsters versus just natural living things, if that makes any sense. More of hunting evil versus hunting a pig.
Tango looks at him with one eye raised and says, "These boars, where they live, they wouldn't happen to live around, treasure, perhaps?"
Oh no, the Tickwood Tickwood Forest is relatively safe. There haven't been any goblin attacks. It's just
Well, you say that. Look at what happened today.
Look at what happened today!
So, I mean, it might be. I mean, it might
the
be
goblins
way
are not
up.
located in the Tickwood Forest.
How do you know, dude?
They're located in the middle of town.
Not Wi-Fi yet, bro.
He goes, "Oh, that's in the past. Look forward to the
Located
future."
2 blocks over.
The blood's not even dry yet, man.
Right, look at my axe, dude. I mean, but the
I'm
thing is,
inclined to agree with them. This doesn't seem like the best
Fine.
idea.
If you wish to decline my offer, I am saddened, and he kind of like looks sad. But in a brief respite, he breathes in, composes himself, and he goes, "Very well." And he reaches down in a pouch and gives each of you 50 gold pieces.
Now that's more like it.
And he goes, "This is for saving my life, and I had wished we could become friends, but
We still can. Let's go drink it. Let's do something better than boar hunts.
I really wish to boar hunt." And he goes, "But."
Okay.
He says, "But I will invite you the next time you're in Magnamar. You can always stop by my house." And he gives you directions. And yeah, he gives you his address.
This is a diplomacy check, just to kind of smooth it over. With all due respect, Mr. Foxgod, I just don't think these other individuals are really the sort of people into that. I mean, Muka probably hunts things for his dinner.
Well, that's what this is.
Right, but I mean,
I don't think he sees it in the same manner. Like,
Can we do it tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right
asking.
now?
I'm not asking you to do it right now.
oh, I'm sorry, half health, got blood all over. Shit, man.
Okay, so we could wake up bright and early tomorrow and go.
Yeah.
Can we do some scouting along the way? Can we scope out the area?
yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to suggest that. I mean, if you two want to look around for giants or monsters.
He seems
There's more
his
goblin
interest
giants,
seems piqued now that you've kind of expressed re-interest in this. He goes, "Oh, I did not. It's dark out now. Why would we go boar hunting at night? I just automatically assumed that we would go tomorrow."
So you say
And I'm the
there will
drunk
be
one
food there.
that he drinks. What do you say, Jessa?
Do you say there will be food there? Are you saying food like over a small fire? Or are you saying food like perhaps a feast?
No, I'm saying we go out there tomorrow and we hunt the boar. And we kill the boar and we bring it back here to the Rusty Dragon. And Amika will cook it up for us, and it will be a boar big enough for a feast.
Would she use the same sauce that she used today on the fish?
She would create one far better, I'm sure.
I'm in.
All right.
How many calories are we talking? No.
So Tangle's a sucker for food, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And Roxy just kind of whispers over a...
Golden food.
See, I'm good with surveying for giants.
Right, yeah. I mean, killing a boar, to me, I mean, Muka would be killing things much more dangerous, so killing that would be like stepping on an earthworm, and it's just kind of like, meh. I mean, while being hungry, I could also still get free food here, so I don't have to go kill my own shit. So going out and scouting and possibly running into something bigger game would be better, like a bear.
Roxy's trying to think of a reason to go, and then she hears Rox's stomach growl, and she's like, oh yeah, I don't exactly have a big heap of tiger food around.
Right. That's
Nice.
also the thing is we could keep some of the boar if we kill multiple ones and have jerky or food to keep with us after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, since you seem to agree now,
Sorry. Yes,
he
Before
says,
we go, I'd like to sell some of this excess here.
he says, that's fine. You could do that in the morning.
Right,
And
right.
he says, I will also buy each of you your own mount.
By my horse?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Lead us to the stables.
And my men servants will also attend to me, to attend to us as we ride along. It will be a nice hunting party.
Better and better.
So he seems like he's nobility, right? So does he have like shiny armor on?
He's not armor. He has nice clothes. People don't go around wearing armor.
Fair enough. We did though.
You're adventurers.
Yeah, I got you.
Jess is taking a break, so I'm going to hang out with Muka for a minute and talk to him about the giants.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the land that I came from, I don't know where you were trained with your barbarian skills, but I lived with a Shawanti tribe for a while, and giants came. It was on the far east, past the Cinderlands. When you're looking at the map of Berseria.
Yep.
And giants came and they just destroyed my village, straight fucked me up, and then they kept migrating. Basically, they kept moving, and I heard along the way that they were coming to Sandpoint. And so I beat them here because the city is still standing, but I think that they're going to be coming here, and
So
nobody believes me.
they're
So
coming here and not running from somewhere else.
No, I think we were just in their way. They were I don't know. They were hunting us. I killed a couple. It is what it is. But
Which is different. Giants don't usually do they? I mean, I don't know in this world, or do they usually roam like that? Don't they usually like stay by the mountainside and shit in their lifetimes?
let's go with it because I really have no other reason.
No, I'm just asking. I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. I mean,
I picked the Giant Slayer feat, and I'm trying to figure out how to work
Fit
that
in there.
in. So.
Right, which is kind of the same problem I have on Magical Beast. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Alright.
no harm done.
No, I dig it. I
And like I read somewhere that there was going to be giants at Sandpoint, so spoiler.
well, I like that. I'm cool.
It was in
with,
Oh, go ahead.
right, Muka believes him. I would say skeptical. Maybe more anxious due to the whole fact of loving to slay monsters there. Anyways, my dude guy came from the Nolans, by the way, which is like Australia back in the 40s or whatever, when all this and all the criminals there, and it was just hardened, and he was conceived there actually, and ran. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Matt, do you think did I step on your toes? Is what I'm saying not accurate?
I was. My focus is elsewhere. I was letting you guys talk.
Oh, okay. All right, cool then.
So what's your whole deal there, Roxy? What's your thing you're doing? I'm here to kill monsters. He's here to kill giants. What about you? Muka says, sitting at the bar, drinking for your beer.
Well, me personally, me and Roxas here, we just kind of wander around. We've, looking for things to do. We've been all over the island, we've been all over the continent, but we were just kind of looking for a place to relax for a while. Nothing much. So,
Not looking for adventure, eh?
I guess you could say that.
Just bored.
Okay, is that the?
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll that, and you're kind of doing prestidigitation, and yay, and so, and given the fact that you're heroes anyways, at the moment, people chip in, and so far you have about 15 silver pieces in front of you, in like a little basket area.
Is that from her playing, or is this just people appreciating us?
That's from her doing performance arts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she just wanted to see if if it was just Tangle's bad luck or these people were kind of cheap.
Well, also Tangle did it immediately, so if she was to set her hat down and kind of do it again, she might get some as well.
Okay. How exactly do you split 15 pieces? Silver pieces.
Well, if she attracted
just-
it, I'm good.
Yeah, she can have it. Also,
Yeah, check in 50 gold.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We're
you each
gonna-
got
we're gonna
50
sell
gold
all that
pieces.
stuff tomorrow.
Okay. Anyway, once she's done with that, Roxy explains, I was just wondering if Tangle was having really bad luck, or if the audience was just kind of,
Yeah.
they like to watch their money. This is pretty decent, all things considering.
Yeah, there's. So I guess you guys you're at the bar, and people are just kind of telling you stuff, and they look at you and say, hey, if you want to go check out this nice armory, you can go to Savah's armory.
Spas Armory.
I'm sure he would greet you guys
Right, we're drinking
What
beers.
about magical items? Potions.
Oh, potions. Well, there's a couple different places for that. 1 second.
Couldn't help but notice that we had some close calls today.
Well, it's Pathfinder level 1, so you guys actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole party down, so
Go three meetings. I feel like Mook would always be kind of keeping an ear open for like legendary tales of, like I said before, like beasts of towns and shit like that. Yes, as I was trying to find before from the people at the fair.
They say, well, there's a strange man indeed. His name's called Alder Potiker. He's short and fat, and people call him Pillbug. But he seems to be an accomplished herbalist. And there's also bottled solutions. Number 16 on the map is Pillbug's Pantry, and number 17 is bottled solutions.
All right. Maybe in the morning before we set out, we can sell the gear and pick up some potions.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious, do you know where? Yeah, this is kind of a small place for finding like wands and stuff. So those are expensive.
If you ask about wands, let me know.
All right, Roxy's gonna try her luck. Does anybody know where we might be able to cure like a wand of cure light wounds?
Possibly. Trying to think of. Okay, yeah, there's this place called the Feathered Serpent, and one of the people at the bar kind of goes, "The Feathered Serpent." He's drunk, and it's proprietor Vervashali Voon carries a whole bunch of odds and ends, and people seeking the magic-y things often go there. But be careful, not everything in this shop is for sale.
What?
It can sometimes be called a hoarder.
Oh, well, we'll make a note of that.
It's gonna be like that gnome all over again. Twice bitches.
Anything else we should do for the night, or should we roll over to the next day?
Well, I'm also waiting for Jessa to get back.
Yeah, I would say Mika's probably gonna try to pass out due to being, like I said, half bloodied, and also that was a long day. Dragon racing was intense.
Who has high charisma?
Roxy is a little winded. I mean, she has unlimited uses of like days and acid splash.
What's everyone's charisma?
I got 10.
18.
Okay, so you're the prettiest in the group.
It's
You are a bombshell. No, seriously. On a scale of like 1 to 10, you're like an 11 right now. With emerald green eye or sea blue eyes and long gold flowing locks.
We should just sit here and prostitute you out and just
Oh!
we'll have fucking 100. I buy it.
Do not color spray a giant tiger who can kill you in one round. Do not tempt me.
Jess is back.
All right, cool. So, anywho, Jess said they were kind of doing their own thing while you were gone. So, what do you want to do while they're kind of going about?
What time is it? I mean, in the game.
It's not really getting late right now. It's like 7 or 8 at night.
Oh.
Mala searches out the innkeeper to try and find her recipe.
Okay. Amiko. You find Amiko.
Oh, good.
And she's actually just out front tending bar.
Well, Tango walks up to the bar. She puts one arm on the bar and she says, I'll have a glass of water with ice.
Ice.
Did they have ice back then?
Ice.
Yeah, did they have ice? Actually, that's true. I
Like
guess that's
certain spells, you could like prestidigitation. You can kind of cool item, but she doesn't have that. She goes, I'm sorry. I have some water. It's in the cooler. I mean, it's
I can cool the water.
It's cool water.
Raises your hand.
All right.
Let the bombshell do it.
Yeah, Roxy's a bombshell, by the way. She's got an 18 in charisma, and charisma is kind of linked towards how people come off towards you. And in her case, no, I'm not going to get too dirty with that, but
He's like that redhead.
yeah, she's kind of like that redhead. She's extremely gorgeous.
Quadro would like to seek the redhead out. I actually am thinking though that she's married to the dude that I beat in the strongman contest, so probably should.
Maybe you should.
He's my new best friend. He told me to come hang out with him, so I want
did
to
he?
tomorrow. Yeah,
Fair enough.
I want to swing by tomorrow, see what he's got for me. Some wine.
So
So basically Roxy is hot. So all right, got it.
Roxy cools the glass for you.
5-minute conversation later about how hot she is.
So thank you very much. You have come to my aid twice today. Much appreciated.
Some lesbian action going on here. Be careful.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if Tango swings that. If she does, all more power to her.
Go-
What
go-
she wants to know, though, is she wants to know about that stew.
and Amiko.
Amiko and says, "So, that stew, is it a family recipe?"
I created my own. It's my own little recipe.
You wouldn't happen to be willing to share that recipe in exchange for perhaps a little service.
Make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, tell me how to do that.
Okay, it's 1d20 plus your diplomacy modifier.
Okay.
Don't think rogues get that.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah. I don't see any place where there's a diplomacy modifier or where I would have.
It's under
that.
skills.
Yeah, on the right.
Like it says diplomacy.
Try it.
-1.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll 1d20 plus or -1.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, rogues are more bluffy.
Okay, hold on. My computer is slow.
I got you. It's cool.
Hey, just curious what's in it. I mean, Roxas really seemed to enjoy it, and that's really strange. He's a very picky eater. He only seems to enjoy eating very random
On.
Salmon was in it.
like spices. I mean,
All sorts of exotic spices. Because I'm sorry, but it's just I know you all saved. Many people out there today, and when the guard was busy, you stepped up. But it's really one of the few things I have.
trade secret. I understand.
So I'm very sorry, and she kind of says that to both of you.
Oh.
I'm very sorry, but I am offering you a week free stay at the Rusty Dragon.
To which I am very grateful, as I'm sure my companions are as well too. I'm wondering, I might be interested in offering you a service in a little show, more juggling, perhaps some acrobatics.
I would love to see some acrobatics. And there's kind of the second story area where there's a handrail that's going across.
Good.
She goes, how about you do a handstand across that?
Okay. Let me just put my pack down.
Okay.
And actually, I think, is there a place? I didn't see this in. I didn't see this, but is there a place where Tango could have bought like clothes that are not just armor? Like.
Well, technically, you have basic clothing on you. But yeah, I mean, you can probably find a shop tomorrow to find like more exotic clothing to like change into after battle. and stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to know because Tango would have some sort of performance clothing.
Okay.
But okay, yeah. So Tango drops her pack and heads on over and jumps up for the. She has her rope as well too.
All right, make it perform acrobatics and explain in detail what you're doing.
Let's see if my -2 modifier can beat the monk.